See clearly in your spiritual eye as your body automatically comes into a perfect balance and in a most gracious peace. By the very intention of choosing to be here in this moment, in this eternal now, there has been a great preparation. Sense and feel the most radiant ones, indeed, the angelics of peace, coming close and near as a great filament of golden light, a tube of light so brilliant in its emanation of gold, from the yellowest to a rose, creating a magnificent alchemy of color radiating from this tube that comes from the Shambhala worlds of peace. The great convocation of the most radiant ones in the higher celestial realms of light in this moment, in this eternal now. A connection link, heart to heart and mind to mind. In the Shambhala world, of which many, many, many of you have come from. The great lovers of peace, the ones who are baffled and cannot understand why all cannot live in a symbiotic relationship and the tolerance and integration of diversity. Indeed, beloveds, we say to you that you know the Shambhala worlds of peace. You know the harmonics and the symbiotic relationships of a perfect unity and oneness in its fullness and ever-expanding diversity. And so if you've come, beloveds, into a world consciousness that has either not evolved in that level of its ever-evolutionary of on-eternal love, or has forgotten or cut off through trauma, blocks, misalignments, miscreations. And so, beloveds, it is we who come from these higher celestial realms, whose memories, whose abilities now become online, moving into thy sacred power, bringing online those memories and tools that you hold. And as this tube of light, this golden light pours from the Shambhala worlds, a golden alchemy to bring back the cosmic memory, the abilities, the knowingness that you have and had and will have in all your expressions, and most certainly upon the physical mental, and emotional earth. As you become aware of the presence of angels that surround you, the angels of peace, and their first and foremost is to support your peace. For peace must start internally with each and every individual. And as that does, it is a larger collective of units of peace contributing into the Grigori, the higher thought form, connecting to the higher peace of Shambhala, the Azi Shalom, the Shalometh Shalom, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. Indeed, beloveds, you become the great lightning rods, the great resonant fields of bringing in the higher peace, bringing in the golden alchemy of the Christ, the cosmic Christ, pulling, coming closer, closer in frequency to the resonant field that you and every light worker holds, to draw down and lift up into the perfect marriage and communion of heaven and earth. And thereby the blending and the alchemy of creating a oneness that infuses into the frequency of the sacred earth and all of life. As this tube of golden light pouring in from the Shambhala world moves now into the Antakarana, the tube of light between each and every one. And that tube of light that moves through you, clearing, cleaning, purifying, and balancing as it moves from the very top of your head through all the chakra systems and out into the earth, moving through her chakra system, reaching into her heart chakra in the middle of the earth. You hold this sacred connection from Shambhala through the tube of Christ's light, through you and into the sacred earth. See clearly, beloveds, clearly and visually in color, vividly, vividly see this golden tube coming and pouring forth the golden alchemy of peace and balance and harmony, flowing into this tube that reaches you from the crown chakra into the physical chakras, down the Antakanara tube you have within yourself, moving down into the sacred earth through the chakra system and into her core. See clearly that all things become golden as this energy moves out from this tube of golden light. The essence of this golden energy moves in all directions, for it cannot be contained, and like a mist, it moves throughout your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. It moves beyond your physical, mental, and emotional bodies, blending into the angelics who are with you, moving into the higher dimensional parts of yourselves, moving down into the deeper layers of the sacred earth. You find yourself as a consciousness of mist that can move in all directions at once. And indeed, it is this sacred alchemy of peace that you spread throughout the world in this golden mist, as in fairy dust. In each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath that you take, enhances as you become conscious that the divine works through you, in you, and around you. And so now, in full awareness and consciousness, you surrender to the higher parts of yourself. Those parts that are boundless, those parts that are eternal, those parts that are all-knowing, those parts that are in peace, perfect balance, and harmony. And as you experience this, the angels continue to draw nearer and nearer, holding a sacred and divine container for you. As this golden alchemy continues to pour in, and as the mist goes out, there is this concentration of mist held by angel wings around your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Just as you would have subatomic gold, this energy moves in and through your atomic and subatomic levels. You can equate this to Ormus of Ancient of Days. And this frequency of gold now moves focus and concentration into your physical body. It moves into the very circulatory system, running in all of its directions, supplying oxygen to the physical vehicle through the beating heart. And it is as it runs through the arteries and the veins and the capillaries, moving through and around the heart. And you see clearly in your spiritual eye your beating heart in perfect rhythm, created in love and by love. And you view all sides and all chambers of this magnificent creation that sustains you in the experience of a physical, mental, and emotional world. But there is the higher heart, the heart of Shambhala, the heart of peace, connected to the Holy of Holies, to the sacred divinity that you hold within, that spark that is ever present. And now that spark blends in with this gold from Shambhala, the higher peace, blending in an alchemy within the beating heart that is now coming into a grand and great morphosis into a higher frequency of physical well-being, longevity, and youthfulness, strong and healthy as the alchemy of gold from peace of the Shambhala worlds, activating the divinity on all the different levels, coming online in a great coherence, aligning all in the higher frequency. And the heart is a golden heart indeed, operating on many, many dimensional levels, integrated into the physical level. And as this beating heart, now infused with the golden light of peace that stems from the anchor of unconditional love, it begins to flow through all parts of your physical body. As the blood and the blood crystals turn to this golden energetic and bring it throughout all parts of the physical body, from within the atomic and subatomic levels to the organs and body systems, this golden light is infused and moves in all parts of the physical body, upon the skin and the hair, the outer surface and the inner surface, through the cells and the organelles. All parts of the body are now touched in this alchemy of golden light. This golden light continues its focus and concentration, even as it mist throughout the world in all directions, as you have put forth your intention to move the mist in all directions, that all life upon the earth and beyond the earth are touched by this experience. And as the angel wings continue to hold the container of concentration for you, this sacred holy mist concentrates itself now into the emotional body, as if you would see a sea that is in turbulence, now seeing a golden mist moving across the ocean, moving across a sea, and bringing calmness. And in this calmness, there is a great balance that takes place. And in this perfect balance that takes place in the emotional body, there is the anchoring of this golden rod that comes to a pinpoint and separates on either side, creating a perfect triangle of balance. See this golden triangle upon this ocean, an ocean that is peaceful, almost like glass in its perfection. It is that harmonic and that balanced. And as you see this visual, see clearly the mist that you emanate out in all direction, infusing this dynamic and picture. And as the golden light continues to move in, through, and around you, as the angel wings hold the container concentrated for you, see clearly in the mental body. And in the mental body, see a plane as in a floor, straight, and perfect. This plane is as perfect can be. And you look at it on all sides, but you look on the top and you see a perfect square. The geometry of it is perfected. And in these four corners are perfect in their angles and their degrees from each other. And as you observe this, you see the mist come. And the mist comes upon this perfect plane of four sides, infusing it with the alchemy of this golden light from Shambhala, the perfect balance and the perfect peace. It now begins to glow, and clearly now in your spiritual eye, you see this plane moving into the head, representing the mental body. Both the right brain and the left brain are in perfect symmetry and in perfect harmony and balance. It settles in, it anchors in, and the thoughts that are received and the thoughts that go out move through this mental plane so that it is of the highest frequency of peace that is anchored in unconditional love. And so, the peace of Shambhala is in the physical body, the emotional body, and the mental body. And we simply are anchored in this illumined peace and bathed in its grace as angels continue to hold the container. And as we receive, we continue to send forth the mist throughout the physical world, throughout the mental world, and throughout the emotional world, in the collective unconscious. We hold this sacred space now for the collective unconscious, seeing each and every individual, man, woman, and child, that the great golden alchemy moving in and through their body systems, moving through their individual and collective heart, bringing in an alchemy of peace anchored in unconditional love, moving throughout the physical, mental, and emotional systems of each man, woman, and child. That as humanity finds peace within themselves, individually, and thereby helping in the collective, humanity will rise in its vibration, will begin to move through the veils of forgetfulness and tap into the higher parts of themselves, holding on to the Shambhala worlds, ever integrating, connecting, and communing. And there is a great awakening as each individual experiences the peace that surpasses all human understanding. To pierce through the armor of fear, to pierce through the armor of war, to pierce through the armor of revenge, to pierce through the armor of unforgiveness, to pierce through the armor, all those things that keep humanity in bondage. So we bring the peace of Shambhala to the human kingdom, the peace of Shambhala to the animal kingdom, the peace of Shambhala to the mineral kingdom and the plant kingdom. And as the peace of Shambhala anchors deeply into the heart, Gaia, this mist continues to move in all directions, moving methodically and touching and alchemizing all of it energetically into the higher vibration of the higher peace anchored in unconditional love. Light workers around the world lift the vibrations of the collective unconscious into the Christed timeline of peace, perfect balance, and harmony. We hold our positions a few more moments. And now those angels move their wings back into their original position. And with that, the thought of the return does come. We are so grateful for this unfathomable peace that we have experienced. And we are grateful that we can be as spiritual tools to be used to assist and to help this sacred planet all of her life, to raise the vibration of humanity in the re-remembering of the Eden tree. And now there is the slowing down and the stepping down of these energies, slowly but methodically. And we know, as all those who partake shall follow words to the angelics and to all the radiant ones, now drawing in the electromagnetic field and the golden light drawing to its source once again, as we know to draw in our electromagnetic field, but are touched by this experience which continues to evolve us, raise our vibration, and anchor perfect peace and balance in our day-to-day lives, thereby contributing to the collective. We prepare ourselves to be back and fully in our bodies and grounded to our sacred earth on the count of 3. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3. We are back. We are awake. And we are alert.